We have City Football Language Programme and City Football Development Programmes. We've got a lot of players in here and a lot of parents. So, if your child is not on the development programme, but is on the language programme, still pay them some respect, give them a big round of applause, because all the players here definitely deserve it after the week that they've had. Okay? As you can see, it's been a very successful season for the club, and now we're going to show you the elite facilities that your child has been training at. Okay? So, we're going to begin with the City Football Language Programme. Now, the Language Programme is a programme designed for your children and these players to learn English through football, with the help of some other staff teaching them in English classes, as well as our wonderful coaches teaching them on the field as well. In the classrooms, they've learnt about the game with the help of the BSc Young Learners that you will see in the green polos. They've done a terrific job with them. On the pitch, they've taken those classes into their practical sessions. You will see them more and more on the pitch, developing their communication skills, especially on the language programme, different football terminologies, and ultimately playing the game. On the field, we focus on individual development first. How can we help these players progress themselves? We do this by creating the right environment for them. Okay, so it's environments where they have to think for themselves. We're not just telling them what to do, they have to think for themselves on the pitch. This leads, we hope, into how they work as a team. So we focus on the individual, then the team, into the tournaments, and we see how they get on. Off the field, like I said, in the classrooms, they've been learning English through football with activities such as player interviews. They've done commentary and punditry over the football. They've reviewed football as well. They've done a variety of different things which would require them to speak the English language whilst always relating it to football and what they do on the field. The development programme. Now, the development programme is a programme designed for these players to experience the day-to-day life of what an academy player would go through. They've learned about the game on the field, As you can see, this is a lovely picture of Coach Richard over here, explaining the game on the field. They've talked about the game, not just on the field, off the field as well. It's important that they don't just learn from us, but they learn from each other as well. And the most important thing they've done is played the game. They've played the game. They've played different small-sided games, 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s. On the pitch, similar to the language program, we start with the individual. We look to develop the individual first, and then it goes into more detail about how we can develop them in possession, then put them in scenarios of a 3v3 in possession. Then we look to build the game even bigger. So your 5v5, 6v6, and ultimately as they get older, 9v9s and 11 becomes 11. Off the field. Now this is really interesting for these players on the development program. There's a variety of subjects that we teach in the classroom. The first one is nutrition. So this means now when you return home with your child, they are no longer going to eat chocolate. They're no longer going to drink fizzy drinks because they all know what they need to eat in order to become a football player. Okay? So, they all know, don't worry, no more candy, no more sweets, no more fizzy drinks. They've learned how we play. You've just seen a video of over 100 goals from Manchester City last season. Everything you see the first team do, we base our philosophy of coaching football on. We base it on that. So they learned how we play as a club. They've used a variety of technology to analyse themselves. We use GoPro cameras, for those who know what they are. The coach will attach it to the chest and they can get first-person footage of these players playing. We also use what we call a VO camera. A VO camera is a camera at the top of a tripod, high in the air, where they will analyse the whole game. And they have seen clips of themselves and analysed themselves in the classroom. They've been creative. Now, development players, please correct me if I'm wrong, did you use Lego this week? Yes. Now don't worry, you did not send all of your players to Manchester City just to play with Lego. That's not what we do. We want them to use their creativity, use their brains, and a simple task of building the tallest tower of Lego. But then we relate it to football. Build your football memory. Build your... What else did you do? Football? Yes, for your football moment. Your favourite football moment, alright? Favourite football moment. There's a variety of things they can do to enhance their creativity, and that's really important for these guys, really important. So, we're going to hand out some certificates now. All these players will be evaluated by their own coach. So we're going to start with the language program. We've got one group of language program in here who have been with Coach Jordan all week. What I will do is I will ask in a minute Jordan's group to stand up and nicely make a line along here for me, where they will each be presented with their evaluation and certificate of this week. I will ask them to line up here because the light is nice for all the photos that you will probably want to take. I'll give you 30 seconds just to take a photo of the team with the coach, with their certificates, and then we'll move on to the next group. Okay? There will also be an opportunity to take photos at the end as well if you want individual ones with your coach, but for now we're just going to present Coach Jordan's group with their certificates, okay? So, Coach Jordan's group, please stand up. Please can you walk to Coach Jordan? And can everyone give them a big, big round of applause? So if your child is in the language program, you see them up there, feel free to go over to the right hand side. Good job. One more round of applause for her. One more. Okay, next up, if you are in Coach Richard's group, stand up and make yourself known. Give him a big round of applause, please. Big smiles, guys, big smiles. Well done, well done. So, just so everyone's aware, Coach Richard's group was a development group, okay? And we've got two more of those. We have one language group and one development group. So, next up, can I ask Marco's group to stand up and follow Coach Marco? Big smiles, guys. Big smiles for the cameras. Perfect. Okay, have a seat, guys. Give them a round of applause. Okay, and last but certainly not least, if you were in Bailey's group, stand up and go to Coach Bailey. Give them a big round of applause.
Wait.
Big smiles, girls. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. The players really deserve your round of applause. They've done really, really well this week. So, at Manchester City, as a football club, we have certain values. We must maintain our professionalism. This is players, this is coaches, all the staff. We must maintain pride. We are wearing a Manchester City badge on our chest. We should be proud of that. And perseverance, determination. Sometimes you have to show resilience here to get through what has been a really hard week for these guys and girls. So in each group that just came up, the coaches have selected an individual in their group who has shown these values throughout the week. So I'm going to hand over to each coach who's going to select their player of the week, tell us why, and present them with a special prize. So first up, with the language group, please give a round of applause to Coach Jordan.
The first 2 days I took this group, you could tell it was a good level. Everyone seemed very good to with each other and everyone got along. This is why it was a hard decision who to choose. Over the last few days we did mini tournaments, mini games, got all the players involved to come up with a scoring system. The players know this and I made their own points and they knew all their points. However, I had my own points of how players interacted with each other, how they acted in 2 days, and also their behaviour. This is why this player's got it. He not only showed great technical skills, tactical knowledge of the game as well. When we got in the bigger games, he displayed good attitude and wanted to learn the whole week. A big round of applause for Loan. Come on.
Okay, thanks Jordan. Well done, Luan. Okay, so next up, from Richard's group, I'll let him explain who his player of the week is. By the way, if it's player of the week, parent, feel free to come up, take an individual photo with him, okay?
Hi guys, hope everyone's okay, and I hope everyone's enjoyed their time in Manchester. So I've had an interesting group of characters. Everyone has brilliant personalities, has a lot to offer to the classroom sessions and certainly on the football pitch. A lot of passion for sure in the group. Everyone's very, very competitive and always wants to try and win, which is fantastic, and as long as it's done the right way, it's brilliant. What I would like to say, for my group I've gone for someone who's got consistency and shows great attitude and application in the classroom and on the football pitch. And for me, the player that's shown that the most in my group, I've gone for Isaac.
Big round of applause. Big round of applause. Okay, Marco.
So I'll go straight into the award. This player showed a real desire and passion to improve every single day, both on the football pitch and in the classroom. He demonstrated the Manchester City values and philosophy, again, both on the pitch and in the classroom. And even though there was a little bit of a language barrier, he always did his best to overcome that challenge by asking questions and participating as much as possible. That person is Jules.
Well done, Jules. And again, last but not least, Haley.
So, I hope everyone's okay, enjoyed their time. So, straight into it. To assess my players, I've used 4 corners of technical, tactical, physical. What's the last one, Sharon? Fantastic. So, throughout this week, I feel this player has excelled massively in all 4 corners. On top of that, show everything that's on this board. So you think individual, teamwork, and then on top of that, in the classroom as well. And that player is Sharon.
Okay, we obviously want these players to progress in the future. Alright, this is just the start of some of their football journeys. So hopefully they go on to bigger and better things. So the first message we want to get across to you as players: be creative. Be creative. Use your creativity on the field, off the field. We are looking to develop young people as well as young football players here. Please be creative. Secondly, communicate. Not just on the language program. Hopefully, your children have met people from all over the world. They've interacted with members of staff here. Not just us, other coaches as well who are from different parts of the world. They've interacted with the VSC Young Learners. They've interacted with each other. It's really important to communicate well with each other socially, okay? Thirdly, and this is the most important one, please enjoy it. Please enjoy it. It is so important for your development if you are enjoying it, if you're having fun, scoring goals, even in some defeats. Manchester City don't win every game. 99% of them they win, but they always lose one. Please enjoy it, okay? Have you enjoyed this week, players? Please say yes louder next time, okay? Have you enjoyed this week? That's a little bit better. A little bit better. As you saw earlier, it's been a fantastic season for the club. Just a quick review of what we went through this season.
We're the champions, yes, but we start from 0 every time. We do it again. Come on, man. Let's go this higher, guys. This higher, do it again, guys. Let's go.
New season and another blank canvas for the modern day artists of Manchester. It's Manchester City, the true first, and striker. She was turning
Joker.
Takes the shot!
And just do what you need to do, just do what you know to do. Please focus and get 3 points. Please.
Oh, he's going to be one for City. It's the goal by Phil Foden. And that's terrific play by Foden. Foden's denied by De Gea. And Mansour 2-1.
Lifting it in. Morris! Oh, that's glorious! Just how good is that? Jesus is there! Jesus scores! Kevin De Bruyne. For months and months, perfection has been demanded in this title race, and they have delivered perfection.
And Manchester City are the champions again.
A lot of fantastic players there, a lot of fantastic City players. So, who could you become? Which one could you become? Okay, take that home with you. Thank you for paying your respects to me and the coaches here. It's been a pleasure having you here. I need 2 big round of applause. The first round of applause goes to the BSc Young Learners who have been looking after the directors. For those of you who don't know who they are, they will be in the green polo shirt, so please say thank you to them. And secondly, from the players to these brilliant coaches up here who have worked you hard all week. Give them a big round of applause as well. Before you go, if you wanted to take any photos inside this lounge here with the coaches, you are more than welcome to. You are more than welcome to ask them any questions if you have any. Other than that, safe travels home and enjoy the rest of your time in Manchester. All right, thank you.